Well, we've already seen the Obama administration work hand in hand at bringing new technologies or new companies that have renewable energy to the marketplace. Okay, so the announcement of Solyndra and the $500 million award for Solyndra, which is a new technology that will allow solar cells to be more efficient. We've also seen some other awards that are not public yet in the plug-in hybrid area, other types of technology. So we think there is, for the first time, certainly in my memory, that we can see that a policy, government, private capital cooperation is actually beginning to work. Now, how long that actually is synergistic and works together, we don't know. We're still trying to iron out a bunch of things. Government can play a big role to replace what private capital is not available today for project financing or tax equity financing. And so some of the projects that would have been in jeopardy because of the economy, the unavailability of funding, can now move ahead. We'll see a wind market and a solar market that will be robust and probably grow by 70 to 100% because of government funding. Without that, we would have seen those markets shrink by 50%. Problem is, I would have to talk about one that is not public yet. Is not.
You can't talk about
Yeah, I know the government. I know the government's made its decision, but they haven't made it public yet. We've invested in a solar thermal company. In fact, we've invested in 5 or 6 solar companies that, because of the magnitude of capital required to deploy solar fields, we just couldn't do it in this economy. We don't have the availability of project financing or tax equity financing. It's just evaporated. It's just gone away. So the government has stepped in and will get involved in some of these projects for deployment. We're involved in a couple of car companies, plug-in hybrids, other types of companies. It would be silly to think that we could start these car companies and build them to full deployment with all the capital required without the help of the government in policy decisions to support U.S. jobs, to actually manufacture these cars in the United States, and to grow them. And so I think we're going to see that kind of hand-in-hand cooperation between the government and the funding sources, primarily today venture capital or private equity firms. And I think it is, at least for the next couple of years, we'll see, this cooperation get us through the policy challenges, through the funding challenges, and then maybe private capital will be able to sustain it on a longer-term basis.